What is up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. My name is Travis, and of course you are watching TWA Motorsports. And in today's video, we are going to deal with something that plagues a majority of GTO owners at some time or another, and that is some clunking or noise in the rear end. So ever since I've gotten this thing quieted down with the new exhaust, I mean, it sounds better, but I can hear the rear end making noise, like clunking and random kind of whining occasionally. And look, I had this happen to me back when we had Dana's GTO years ago, and I used the recommended Torco fluid in the rear end. I did a fluid change and it was instantaneously better. The downside is Torco is in the process of moving, so they have no fluid. And so I was able to get their friction modifier, which is a type F modifier. I'll try to list this stuff in the description that I'm going to be using, but yeah, I was able to snag some of that, but the fluid I could not get. So I'm just using regular old Valvoline, not synthetic, just regular old ground up dinosaur bones or whatever it is. Anyway, I don't know. It may or may not quiet it down. It may be completely pointless, but we are going to do it anyway. So I've got this thing on the lift. I had to maneuver some stuff, and I don't know whether you'll see it before or after, but I'll be updating you guys on the garage here soon. Somebody asked me to do a garage update, and so honestly, we're probably due. I got a lot of stuff going on in here, and not a lot of time, to be honest with you. So if you ever buy a 4-post lift, and you're not putting it in a house and need a 110 outlet, buy a 220. This thing lifts, but it's kind of slow. So you can see kind of how slow it's going here. This is just a 110 regular old outlet that plugs into a wall. And, you know, it works. But now that I have availability of 220 out here in the shop, it'd be nicer to have a 220 motor. I'm trying to decide whether I want to use my little creeper chair. I may do that, actually. This is where you would post like the SpongeBob 4 hours later. I may do it above my head, I don't know. I'm sure liking the wheels. Now that I got it driving so smooth, it is like the rear end's kind of making me crazy. Let's see what we got there. Sometimes I'll set it on the locks here in a minute, but here's where we're trying to get to. That opening right there is where we need to be. That's the drain. It's in the very middle of the bottom, and it looks like this has been done before. But guys, when I did the lowering, I left this thing up on jack stands for a while, and some leaked out, and that could be the problem. It could be out. I don't know what's in there. I actually think I'm going to go all the way up, and I'll just stand up and do this. It shouldn't take a terrible amount of time, but let me go ahead and get this up, and we'll start from there. If you haven't noticed by now, my lift's a little off. I need to readjust the locks and whatnot, but this is where we need to be. You know what? I don't know that I have a seal, but what I do have is that looks like a 15 millimeter. Let's go grab one of those, see if we can get this unplugged. I've got my drain over there. Hopefully it's not full. We'll put it under here and see what we catch. I wanted to do this on a pretty level surface, so hopefully this will work. Let's go grab the drain plug, or the drain pan. What's your thoughts on how tight this is gonna be? It sure doesn't give me warm fuzzies. That feels really snug. Like, too snug. Like stripped out, somebody forced it in snug. Let me know in the comments if you've done this before and it's supposed to be this snug. That feels obsessive. Got my drain pan here. Hopefully, you know what they need? A drain plug or a drain pan with a side view. This one I have no idea until it's about overflowing if it's time. That is really snug. Somebody has put some Loctite on it. That's interesting and scary at the same time. What do you think it's gonna look like? Is anything gonna come out? Whew. It's gross, but it's not the worst I've ever seen. It smells terrible. Let's go see what size this is, which is the fill. I think if we get that out, then we'll be able to, I think it'll drain a little faster. Now, just because I didn't want to walk over here 100 times and this looks like a 30 or something, I don't even have a 30. We're going to use an all 16ths is what I call it. Golly, this thing's gross. What do you think? You think it'll speed up when we get this out? Probably not. Not really. Maybe a little bit. I should have gotten a new seal too. I did not get a new seal. Back in the day when I did Dana's, there was a company that sold like a new seal here. This one doesn't look terrible, and I know I probably shouldn't reuse it, but I don't have one, so we're probably going to. I'm going to try to clean some of this up and keep it out of the hole here. This is nasty. I kind of wish I'd have caught it to see how much was in it. This has no seal on it, by the way. Which maybe the factory didn't put one on it, I don't know. And the silicone on the bottom lends me to believe it's been messed with before. Let's let it drain for a while. Now I was able to clean off the plug, so to speak, and I put it back in just so I could kind of give this a good cleaning, or at least wipe some of this junk off. That way if it starts to leak later, kind of have an idea where it's leaking. And I'm going to be reusing my gasket. I know somebody's probably cringing watching this video of me doing that, but I don't have one. So we're going to put her back together with fluid I don't want and kind of the way I normally wouldn't do things, but I'm in a time crunch here. I want to do this. Well, let me see if I can get a couple brushes and maybe make this look a little nicer, but I'd say for the most part it's drained. I don't know. I probably should have caught it in something different so I could tell how much it had in it, but yeah, it's hard to say. Let a majority of this drain, and I think I'm to the point. I put a little thread sealant on this bolt, as you can probably see. I got it cleaned up a little bit. We're going to go back together with it. We're going to see what happens. I don't necessarily know if you're supposed to use thread sealant on this, but it had some on it. Chances are it's probably going to leak. If I don't, man, that is like, does not give you a good feeling going in. But I think I've drained as much as I could possibly drain. And I'm just going to get it snug. I don't know what the torque spec is. I may come back and do that later. Let's try to wipe some of this junk off. I feel like I did a decent job cleaning it up. Let me know what you think down there in the comments. Sure looks a lot better. I feel better about it. I also got this, you know, I didn't go up top or anything, but looks pretty clean. Let me see if I can run down some torque specs just so I can do that. If not, I feel like it's pretty snug. Found a couple torque specs, 20 foot-pounds for both the fill and the drain. Can you believe that? We are probably way over 20. Yeah, that's kind of what I thought. I'm gonna live with it. But let's go grab some fluid and see if we can fill this thing up. Sometimes this is a chore, but the general consensus is 85, 140. And I don't know how much of this I'll be able to get in there. Oh, there we go. So I'm going to squeeze as much of this one in as I can. And then I'm going to go grab the Torco diff friction modifier. And we'll go with that next. It's supposed to only hold a certain amount. Well, I guess that doesn't make any sense me saying that. Of course it only holds a certain amount, but you're only supposed to put 2 ounces of friction modifier in here. And so my plan is to go grab it next, Like I said, this is just Valvoline 85 140. Maybe it quiets it down, maybe it doesn't. Let's go grab the Torco. Probably several different ways to add this inside, but this is the Torco limited slip friction modifier type F. I have watched my mom does hair for a living. Well, not for a living, but she has done hair for a living before. And she always had these like bottles, and I thought, man, those would come in handy in the shop. So I went to a local supply store, hair supply store, and bought a few. And they have come in handy. They make these ones with like the bent. And honestly, it'd probably be best if I put fluid in there and use that to dispense the fluid now that I think about it. Let's do that. And fill it the rest of the way up now until it runs out. I think it's supposed to take 1.6. Okay, it's coming out. I thought this stuff's pretty thick. I don't know. The Torco stuff, as I remember it, is pretty thick. And so I don't know, guys. This may be a lost cause, and I may just have to wait it out or find somebody that... I've made 3 orders now of Torco, and all 3 have been canceled. Amazon, directly from Torco, and then I found another website that said they had it, and they all 3 canceled my orders. And I posted on the GTO group on Facebook, and somebody said they had some, but then they never responded to me whether they'd sell it to me or not. So I don't know. Believe me, I know the Torco stuff works. I do not know if this works. We're going to find out together. Go fill this up again. This holds... How many ounces does this hold? 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 ounces this holds. Next. I guess kind of the cool thing about doing it like this too is I could have mixed that 2 ounces in with one of these bottles. Probably should have done that, but it's the only way I had to measure 2 ounces out of that 4-ounce container of Torco, the friction modifier that is. And it is type F. I'm on my second bottle here. Well, we're getting closer. Quite a ways deeper in the second bottle now. Let's see. I've got my pan, my drip pan back over here. So when it starts to run out, maybe we can catch some of it and not have a mess on the floor. If anything, it'll be clear, right? Won't have as much junk in it. Maybe that'll quiet it down for a while. You know, I feel like I used something else in Dana's car. It's been a long time ago, but I feel like I used something else and it didn't help, like Mobile One or something. And it wasn't until I put the Torco in that the noise completely went away. So I may get it may be quieter, but we may not completely eliminate the noise until we get the good stuff. I feel like this is going to be the last one. Oh. That's it. We'll let it drip out for a little bit, and I'm going to cap it off. And I do not have, I don't know what size it is. It's got to be like a 30 millimeter. And I don't have that size, so I'm just going to hand tighten it with the all 16ths and call it good. And see, I did clean up the little tag, and we'll just get this, you know, as snug as I can get it, thinking it's sure, that's 20. Probably gonna leak. I can't get up behind that. It was still leaking a little when I put the cap in, but that's okay. We'll know where that came from, right? Or we'll hope that's where it came from. Well, let's set it down and go for a ride. I've got everything moved. I've had this sitting out here. I literally just backed it straight up. It seemed, maybe it's in my head, it seemed like it felt a little smoother backing up, but that doesn't mean anything, you know? The noise I was hearing was on the highway. I've also heard people say that it takes a while to get that stuff mixed up in there, and I'm hoping if we can hear it, it'll come through. We'll probably have to go with the windows up, but I'm hoping it'll come through on the, I guess I better put my seatbelt on. The camera, like the mic. I don't know if it'll be loud enough where you guys can hear it. I'm gonna try to get out on the highway before I start filming, because I'm not hearing any clunks like I was just going backwards and forwards. So that's a good sign, but a little early in the game here. Now, I'm already going 40 just in the first 1 minute of the drive here, probably not even 1 minute, and I can hear some noise still in the rear diff. I don't know if you guys, if the camera is picking that up, but I don't know if you can hear it when I let out there. Not nearly as loud as what it was, so it is quieter, but it's still there. I'm gonna give it a couple days. We'll let it mix up. I'm gonna get out here on the highway. It's probably another 2 or 3 miles away. We'll go down the highway and see what happens. We're on the highway now, and this is awesome because they just paved this, and I'm still hearing. Now, it is not nearly as loud. I'm actually getting some noise from the transmission too, so that's part of it. It's a little higher pitch now than it was before. So I don't know. You know, look, as you can see from the fluid, I'm sure it needed changed, but I don't know. It seems higher pitched. I really want the Torco, guys. If one of you has Torco 85140, reach out to me. My email is always in the video description down below, or hit me up on Facebook or something. This stuff's cheap. The Torco friction modifier is not terribly expensive. This whole job was like, you know, 50 bucks, maybe 60 bucks. But I was hoping for, you know, complete quiet. And we're not quite there. I still think the Torco will do it. I'm not going to pull this rear end out and rebuild it. We were able to get some stuff cleaned up, but anyway, we got to experience this together, guys. No, I wish I had the Torco to do a back-to-back comparison. So there you have it. She wanted to back up in the car and ride, so she got yogurt on her face. I'm sure Dana out here is probably upset that I'm filming her with yogurt on her face, but she wanted to ride back into the garage, didn't you? Didn't you want to ride? Yes? Okay, she's not going to say anything. She's camera shy, I guess. But anyway, guys. Oh, there we go. Anyway, hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, and if you have Torco, reach out to me. But if you enjoyed this video, please, like always, smash that thumbs up button. Guys, if you are not subscribed, go down, hit the subscribe. Of course, like always, ring that bell notification. That will notify you every single time we drop a new video on this or anything else. And stay tuned to see what we work on next.